starting out with the familial aspect of the 7 dimensions of health. Um, Before this semester started, there were a lot of times that I would get very frustrated with my family and not really appreciate everything that they did for me. And I still live at home, so it gets difficult um, living at home and dealing with everyone. But throughout this semester, I've learned to appreciate everything that they do for me and notice the small things that they do for me that are meaningful instead of focusing on the things that they do for me that are more irritating. Um, so, having that knowledge of being able to have that appreciation for what they do for me and um, knowing that they do care for me has really helped me grow more healthy in my familial aspect of life. Moving on to the social aspect of the 7 dimensions of health. In past years, I have had circumstances happen that have caused me to be very closed off and not really want to open up to people. I'm scared of getting hurt. And so that just leads me more to being closed off and not willing to open up to people when I really should. And throughout this class, there were a couple videos that we watched that just taught how important vulnerability is. And although it may be scary, it is something that's very important in our lives. It opens up opportunities for us with people that we may not have if we aren't open. And yes, there may be times that you get hurt, but overall, it would add a lot more positive outcomes in your life than negativity. And so throughout this semester, learning that has been such a blessing, and it's definitely something that I'm going to have to continue working on. But having that knowledge of how key vulnerability is definitely going to help me grow healthier in my social life. Physically is the topic that most people think of when they think of health. Most people exercise and eat well because they know that is healthy for your body. It is definitely something that's very important, and we all should have physical health, but it is only one of a lot of different aspects in our life. But at the beginning of this semester and throughout the past couple of years, I've struggled with a couple different health issues, and this semester I've really focused on being healthy and kind to my body and feeding it what it needs and exercising and taking care of it, just because physical is something that is very important. So going from a more sick body to a healthier body is very important. Spiritual, I would definitely say in past years I have been more religious and more by the book, and I would do everything right. And then I moved from that to really not caring about anything and just doing whatever I wanted to do. And I have finally found a place where I'm very grounded, and now I would say I'm more spiritual than religious. And coming to this place has really healed a lot of things in my life, and it's helped me become very confident in who I am. And I'm very thankful for where I am right now in my spiritual life because it has helped me become more self-loving, and it has really helped me to just become healthier overall, just knowing what I believe and being confident in that. And then in the mental aspects of life, I in the past have gotten very frazzled very easily. I get very stressed. I overwork myself. I get overwhelmed by lists that I have to do. And in one of the chapters in our stress book, we read about how if you write a list, then it helps with everything. And so I have definitely started doing that. And by writing lists and seeing everything that I need to do and organizing it out has really helped me go from a foggy mind to a more clear mindset. and that has helped me a ton in being able to become more mentally healthy and less stressed, and just being able to live everyday life a lot easier than I had in the past. I am able to do things without being stressed, and know that I have to do things without getting overwhelmed so much more than I would be in the past. And so having that mental clarity and that mental health has really helped me along through this semester, and I'm very thankful for that. And then in the vocational aspect, at the beginning of the semester, I was confused as to what I want to do. And in the past years, I jumped from one thing to the next, and I think I have finally figured out what I want to do, and it has made me very inspired, and I want to continue working very hard. It's made me very excited, and it's pushing me to continue doing what I'm doing, instead of being confused and not really wanting to do anything. It has inspired me, and it pushes me every day to do what I want to do. And so that knowledge of what I want to do with my life is a huge blessing, because now it's pushing me to do the things that I need to do. And lastly is financial. Throughout my whole life, my parents have always taught me the importance of spending your money wisely and not spending too much money. But in the past, I have sometimes spent too much money on things, or spent money on things that I probably shouldn't have, because I had to spend money on things that I needed to, but then I didn't have money for those things. So going through this and learning how things in your past may affect how you look at money and why you do the things you do with your money has really taught me that there are things in my past that may have been the reasons why I spend my money the way I do. And now knowing that has really helped me be able to go from an unbalanced spending to more of a balanced spending, which has really helped me be financially healthy and less stressed in that area, which is very encouraging. And then altogether, it just creates a more whole life with the 7 dimensions. When they're all balanced and all healthy, you have wholeness. And that's where I feel I am in my life right now, which is very encouraging. And I'm very thankful for this class giving me that, because it's a huge blessing.